topic right now. After suffering a traumatic brain injury, your life dramatically changes and can be. Here to help us understand is Greg Nordfeldt, a brain injury survivor, and his wife and caregiver, Laura. Thank you both so much for being here. I think we've all reported on your accident. It was so dramatic. It was in 2011. Can you break it down for us? Laura was just behind you in a motorcycle.
Right. I was on my Harley. She was on hers, and we were on a ride to Coeur d'Alene. And I ate a fish that tasted a little bit off, but I was starving, ate it anyway, passed out on my Harley, and crashed into a ditch of lava rocks.
You weren't feeling well at all. Laura, what was going through your mind? You see this right before your eyes.
I was terrified, but I was an EMT at the time, so those skills kicked in a little bit, and he was in shock, of course, so I did what I could do, covered him and did what I could do right away. And our friend that was with us, we were in a kind of a low area and we didn't have cell site, so he ran up on top of a hill and called an ambulance, and we waited 45 minutes for a live flight to come.
You're keeping him alive. Let's fast forward. Greg had to learn how to do just about everything to walk, talk, eat, right?
And write again.
And write.
Read and write. Mm-hmm.
And so how have you seen him change? Obviously, he's a walking miracle, but how have you gone through the journey, and what is he like now?
Well, most traumatic brain injury patients and brain injury patients have a change in personality. He had a major change in his personality.
What's different?
So he was very driven, very aggressive type personality, and that completely changed. So I felt like I had to fall in love with a different person. So we've gone through that transition, and it's been okay, but it's been very hard.
Yeah. Have you seen a difference? Do you even recognize that difference?
Oh, it's big. Yeah, I know what I was like before, and I was very career-minded and driven, and we were adrenaline junkies, and so we'd work hard so we could play harder. And that changed after I woke up from my coma.
You have to. You wrote a book about this called Ride On. What is your message?
Yeah. The purpose of the book is to help other survivors and caregivers of traumatic brain injury, or anyone that has difficulty with life challenges, to have hope and to overcome obstacles that are in their way.
Because it can be years in the making of all this change and transition that you're going through, right?
Right.
Just amazing how you are back. You wouldn't notice that that's what you've gone through, but there are some changes that permanently, not just personality, but you get fatigued. What are some of the symptoms you have?
Yeah, I get tired easily, or if I'm in a crowd, a big family event or gathering, the noise and confusion, bright lights affect brain injury survivors, me included. And so I plan for those days in advance to make sure that I can handle what I've got on my plate.
Laura, what type of inspiring message do you have? Because it is such a daunting thing. You don't have a choice. You need to take care of him and make him better, and you have to live with that.
And what I would recommend for people that are going through this kind of thing is to make sure that you're surrounded by other caregivers around. You have a huge support system around you, because caregivers get overwhelmed, and they need to be able to deal with what they have to. So surround yourself by other people that can support you, because it's a hard thing to go through, and to make sure you have that, because the statistics for divorce are very, very high for people that have brain injuries, and so.
You've made it through. There is hope. And Greg, you survived with the help of Intermountain Medical Center, the 12th floor, which I know very well. I mean, they got you back and running with a lot of effort on your part.
After I was released from Kootenai Health in Coeur d'Alene, was flown to Intermountain Medical Center, and the neuro rehab team brought me back to reality, gave me the tools to relearn basic human skills, and I'll be forever grateful.
All right, thank you. Where can people find your book, Ride On?
At my website, gregnordfeldt.com, or in Amazon. You can order it from there.
Greg and Laura, thank you so much for sharing your story.